How are you feeling today? How's your motivation today watching this video? Well, you clicked on this video to really discover 5 basic things that are killing your motivation. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about today, because let's be real here. The past year has been hard for all of us. We got a lot of things going on. You got a family, you got yourself, you got pets you're trying to take care of. Maybe you bought a house, a vehicle, whatever it is. Maybe, like a lot of us, you've hit hard financial times with everything going on. Maybe you lost a job due to this outbreak. I myself lost a job last year. And frankly, a little bit before that, when a company that I was working for went under. So with everything going on in your life, motivation is a big thing, because let's think about it. Let's be real here. Without motivation, that is really the gasoline for your mental fuel, your actual motivation to get out and do things and accomplish your goals. So I wanted to take a step back. As a team member here on the channel of over 30,000, if this is the first time that you and I are meeting, my name is Mike. I'm coming to you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And hey, speaking of motivation, Pittsburgh is not the sunniest area, so you can definitely get down, and maybe even weather affects you when it comes to motivation. But I started the gig economy trying to use some motivation and make some money in 2015, right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And for the past over 3 years, I lived in San Diego, California, right? Sunny, 70 degrees all the time. And we need to always be thinking about motivation. And since 2015, really building my own business, my side hustle, and starting this very YouTube channel just a couple of years later in 2017, motivation is the key factor of how am I going to perform when I get out of bed today. So since 2015, since building this business in 2017, and tell me your story in the live chat or in the comments section. Think about your own story. Have you started a business? Have you started a side hustle? That's a big part of what we talk about here on the channel. Have you entered into a new chapter of your life? Has there been challenges to your motivation? Think about your own story. And today I want to share some, again, 5 basic takeaways. We're not going off the deep end here. These are 5 basic takeaways that most likely apply to you that could be killing your motivation. Because I'll be real with you. I've told you as a team member, again, if you're not a team member, definitely subscribe and join the team here. But there are days when I am just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I get out of bed, I'm like, all right, I don't really have any direction for today. Maybe I posted a video on here, or maybe you drove for some gig apps. Maybe, again, started a business. Maybe you're working a 9 to 5, whatever it is. And you're, going to work, right? I've been there, right? I had a job where I had to start at 7 a.m., bright and early. I had to be in my seat in the office at 7 a.m. I'm not a morning person. Let me know in the live chat or the comment section, are you a morning person? And I'm not a morning person. So think about motivation, trying to get out of bed at whatever it was, 6 a.m., saying, okay, I'm going to crush the day today. I'm just trying to be like, hey, man, can I get my coffee first? My coffee is my motivation. I'm not feeling it at all. So let me ask you, again, how is your motivation today? We're going to talk about 5 basic things, but why now? Why are we talking about this now? Well, I asked you specifically. And the whole premise of this channel is we are a team here. My goal is to make you the most money possible this year with active and semi-passive revenue streams. But I asked you just a month ago, you can see here, I asked you, how motivated are you feeling today? And we had 3,800 respondents. Again, shout out to you for being a valued team member here. I know Ellen's not a morning person either. Let me know in the comments here. I appreciate you being in the video today. We got my twin brother, Matt, coming to us from Pittsburgh as well in the live chat. And I asked you, how motivated are you feeling? Now, yeah, my goal for you is to always be motivated. 12% said, yeah, Mike, I'm feeling extremely motivated today, when I asked this question. 25% said, I'm pretty motivated. But going down from that, 24% of respondents said, I'm not really motivated or unmotivated. I'm kind of meh. I guess. I don't know. I'm not really motivated or unmotivated. 15% said, I'm kind of, actually, if I'm real with you, And I want to take a step back to be real with you, because it seems like, I mean, let me know if you feel the same way, but it can seem like, well, I got to hustle. I feel it here, trying to grow a business. Let me feel if you feel the same way in your life here, in your story. But I'm grinding. I'm trying to make money here. But I mean, again, 15% is feeling fairly unmotivated. And looking at the last metric there, 23% extremely unmotivated. And again, I'll be real with you. I'm trying to hustle just like you. There's been days where I've been all across this spectrum. 62% of respondents, 2,470 respondents indicated here that they were feeling neither motivated or unmotivated or worse. And we can think that this would most likely replicate itself day by day. But the reason I wanted to take a step back today is because there's been a lot going on, right? With the pandemic, with lockdowns, with staying inside these four walls. Let me know if you feel that pain here. I mean, obviously things are starting to open up here, but staying inside, even in San Diego, right? Of course, now I'm back in Pittsburgh. Anywhere. I mean, in fact, let me know where you're watching this from. Have you been more stressed? Actually, answer this question right now. Have you been more stressed out than usual? Answer that question right now. Have you been more stressed out than usual? Especially with everything going on. So with that, I appreciate you being here. Hit the like button if you appreciate being a part of this supportive team here. Again, my goal is to have an open dialogue with you. Let's get into reason number one, why your motivation might drastically be dropping here at any time. You're not working with an end goal in mind. You're not working with an end goal in mind. Again, let me just be vulnerable here with you and share, again, my story. Starting my hustle here in 2015 in Pittsburgh, I was sitting around right over there in the Shady Side area. And, I'm thinking, man, I'm not really doing anything. I'm sitting around. I'm kind of bored. I mean, the money I'm doing the 9 to 5. I was working in customer service in a call center, answering a whole lot of calls every single day. And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, the money's decent, but I mean, it's flatline. It's certainly not going to increase by a lot every single year, right? Can I be doing more? And I tasked myself with challenging myself and starting something new. But that's not enough. That is not enough to just start something new. Let me know right now, or just think to yourself, what are you starting? What new thing are you starting now? Are you challenging yourself? If you just thought to yourself, well, I'm not really starting anything new, maybe look inwards and challenge well, why not? It doesn't have to be big. I'm not talking about starting a business. Am I starting a podcast, right? Am I buying a business book or whatever, a self-development book? Am I finding a mentor? Am I starting that YouTube channel? Whatever it is. Not working with the end in mind, let's even bring it down to the micro level. You're driving for these gig apps, let's say. That's a big piece of what we talk about here on the channel. You're driving for gig apps, and I always say, well, if you just hit the online button, sure. I mean, the premise of these apps is it's not hard, which can make it hard. Set it and forget it. But if I'm driving with no end goal in mind, your chances are you're going to fall in the umbrella curve of average. I'll say that again. If you're working without an end goal in mind on anything, chances are you're going to fall in the bell curve, the umbrella of average. Because there's no measurables. There's no goals. Do I want to make $100 in this day? Or I'm a big believer in affiliate income. This is something I want to talk about more on the channel, is semi-passive income. If I have no metrics of my goal, I'm working without an end goal in mind. What is that going to do? If there's no goal, if there's no metrics, if there's no checkpoints for wins, you're going to say, meh, yeah, February was good, March is dead. I don't really know. It's not really working out. I'm just going to give up, right? And I see that. You just give up because there's no roadmap. Tip number 2, Today we're talking about things that are killing your motivation, and it doesn't got to be that deep. Let me know if you relate to some of these here, but these are very real things that you and I may experience. And let me know. I mean, stress is very real. I see you in the chat here, and it's okay to be stressed. It's okay to be stressed. Taxes are stressful. Taxes are definitely stressful. James starting the FBA, the Fulfilled by Amazon, a small business consultant. You got enough things going on, right? The unchecked checklist. This is reason number 2 that's killing your motivation. What is the unchecked checklist? What do you have to do today? I'm asking you. What do you have to do today? I guarantee a bunch of things just popped into your head. Think about it. I mean, you don't have to write it. I mean, feel free to write it if you want to let us know. But chances are, when I said, what do you have to do today? Or even moreover, what do you have to do this week? Or what needs to get done this month? I mean, what is it? It's like, it is, yeah, I'd say mid-March. You got 1 month left for taxes, right? April 15th, the tax deadline is coming up. I bet if you haven't done it already, that's kind of that back of mind thing. Is, hey, it's coming up. You know I got to do it. You know you got to do it. You know you got to contact your CPA. You know you got to go into TurboTax. That's an unchecked checklist. Here's what I want you to do. Just take a sip of coffee here. Let me know what you're sipping on today. Here's what I want you to do. With everything that I have to do in my day-to-day, my day-to-day is, okay, I want to go to the gym. I want to work out because I want to invest in myself, my body, my mental health, right? My physical health. Well, I need to, let's say, film a video, provide a value for you to make it absolutely as value-packed as possible. I knew that I had to live stream. I had to prep for this live stream, take notes, get my whole setup ready for you. Maybe later, whatever it is, you get the point, right? If the tasks that you need to do go unchecked, what I have found is they compile. And as that checklist goes uncompleted, the stress is going to increase and your motivation is going to decrease. You need to take action. You need to take action with your actual checklist of things to do. It's been reported, this is no secret, the pandemic can be killing your motivation. This cited from CNBC here. We all know this. We're social beings here. You throw us in an environment with no social interaction, financial hardships, challenges. It's going to affect your motivation. It's okay. It's okay to acknowledge that, hey, I'm not feeling it. And I told you just a couple of days ago, again, join the team right now. If you haven't subscribed already, if you do want to go next level, get access to exclusive content, consider joining as a VIP to gain access to that inner circle of content. But, I told you here on the channel just the other day, I was driving for some of those gig apps, as I do, and I wasn't feeling it. I didn't really get enough sleep. I had some problems on simply the 2 deliveries that I did. I was driving for a food delivery app. And I just turned in early. I just wasn't feeling it. That is okay. But I will tell you what I have found as you make that checklist that was unchecked, checked, there we go. You're going to feel good about yourself. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Don't let your checklist compile. That is the unchecked checklist. It's going to be that elephant in the room. It's going to be that burden. It's only going to compile. It's not, I'm going to be real with you again. It doesn't just magically go away. This is a big one. I love this one. I'm super pumped to talk about this. I am so excited to talk to you about this. Let me know if you're getting value. Hit the like button if you're getting value in this training. Definitely join the team right now. If this is the first time that you and I are meeting, I would love to have you as a team member. And if you're already subscribed, thank you for being a team member here of almost 30,000 coming up very shortly. This is massive. I love this. I love talking about this. The naysayers and the doubt. So what do you want to do this year, this month? What goals do you have for yourself? Think about that. What new things do you want to start? And then think to yourself, has there been someone that has challenged that? That's really doubted that. Okay. Example, let's say you want to start a business. Let's say you want to try one of those new side hustle apps, right? Whatever it is, food delivery, parcel. Let's say you're starting a small business, etc. Think about that. I'm going to tell you this story. So when I started this channel, this business that eventually turned into a 5-figure a month business, naysayers and doubters are plentiful, right? If you want to be in the top 5%, well, what does that leave? 95% of those who are not in that high achiever status. And that's okay. I'm not telling you have to make $100,000 a year, whatever it is when it comes to the numbers here. I'm talking about starting something new this month, this week, today, this year, whenever it is. Again, relate this to your own story. But when I started something new like this, I'm talking about this channel here, my goal was to go full-time and to generate real full-time income that at least had to match the 9-to-5, right? To make it at least feasible, I at least got to make as much money post-tax, obviously post-expenses, as the 9-to-5. 2007, right? Well, 2017 rather. 2018, decent growth. 2019, decent growth. It's not making crazy money. But following best practices and ignoring the naysayers that says, well, hey, I mean, you're doing this thing, but how's the pay? I remember I had a coworker ask me, they said, well, how's the pay, on this YouTube thing? And I told them, it was $900 a month. I remember saying that and thinking like, I'm talking up this YouTube thing. And I said, it's $900 a month, which is fine, but that's certainly not a full-time income, especially not in San Diego, where rent was significantly more than that. I'm going to challenge you right now. Think about the naysayers and the doubters for your goals this year. I'm telling you, if you do the research, if you find mentors, if you follow best practices, you can succeed, and you can turn back a year from now looking at those naysayers, right? And not talk down to them, but pull them up. Asking those that want help, right? You pull them up. You don't push down, right? As a leader, you pull up. So then when someone says, I saw you start this business. Oh my gosh, you're on whatever it is, 15,000 in monthly revenue. You have this channel that's doing whatever it is, 300,000+ views a month. You have this consulting, affiliate income, whatever it is. Can you tell me more about that? So then you're in a place of influence, you're feeling good, you're feeling motivated, and you're helping others. So I want to challenge you to not look at naysayers and doubters as the enemy necessarily, but they're just not a part of that 5% of the high achievers that you would like to be in. And again, this varies. I'm not saying that, again, you have to hit certain numbers, whatever it is for you. But I'm telling you that you don't want to pay attention to those naysayers and doubters when it comes to your motivation. Nextly, hey, I appreciate you being here in this training, in this video today. I see you all in the comments here. Absolutely. I'm reading your comments here, and there is a lot to manage. There is absolutely a lot to manage here. Let's talk about the 1% everyday theory here. And again, if you're getting training in this, definitely drop a like. And answer this question as well. We asked this a little bit prior, but how has your motivation changed in the last year? Think about that. Put that in the live chat in the comments section. How has your motivation changed in the last year? This is your challenge. This is your push off the starting block here for 1% every day. I'm hoping you know what this means here. 1% every day. It is just that, right? It's improving 1% every day. It can seem like, I'll be real with you. I mean, it's always my goal to bring you both sides of the coin here. But let's be real with each other here, is trying to accomplish new things is extremely hard. If I want to start a YouTube channel, I want the silver play button, man. I want 100,000 subscribers. Mike's doing well. Mike's hitting 30,000 subscribers. Yes. I mean, people ask, okay, what is it? How did you hit these numbers seemingly overnight, right? And you tell someone, well, overnight success took 4 years. Overnight success, what you look at and assume is overnight success took 10 years. Took what? It's the old 10,000 hours adage. To become an expert in something, you have to invest 10,000 hours, right? I'm just asking you to improve 1% every day. How do you do this? Well, I'm talking about just putting in the effort, doing the research. Going back to our last point here, this is where you need to do the work in the trenches. I'm being real with you. This is how you build success. It's putting in the work, it's hustling, especially when there's so many naysayers and doubters that say, why are you doing that, man? You're not going to get there. You're not going to hit 10K a month. You're not going to hit 100,000 subscribers. You're not going to make an extra $1,000 in a side hustle in a month. That business is going to fail. Why are you putting your money into Google ads, man? You know the algorithm, right? There's so many excuses. But to leapfrog even others that are hustling, you need to do the research and you need to put in the effort 1% every day to improve. I see a lot of people that, again, I'm going to be real with you on this video today. We need to take a step back from just making money and just be real with actually real life facts. I see a lot of people talking. And even those that are taking action, if you asked them, why are you doing this? Is this the best way to do this? You may get, well, I think, I think, right? I think isn't a roadmap to success. It's doing the research. It's saying, hey, statistically, based on others, based on best practices, based on those who succeed, because success leaves clues, lean in for that. Success leaves clues. This is what's shown to lead to success. Literally, what I'm doing right here on this YouTube channel, and I'm excited to bring you a very new channel specifically talking about YouTube growth and monetization. Everything that I do here, you can duplicate. Everything that I do right here, you can duplicate this for your own niche. And frankly, you can do this faster than I did. Let me say that again. Maybe your goal is to build influence and monetization here on YouTube. You can do it faster than I did. It's taken what, since 2017 to build this kind of a business. You can do it faster than me because I didn't even have the depth of research when I first started. Only later on in my journey did I really double down and do the research. So if you want to, again, leapfrog others, do the research and improve 1% every day. The progress wins. Let's talk about tip number 5 here. Reason number 5 that may be crushing your motivation. Hey, I see you guys from Panama. Thanks for joining here. Uberman Tampa saying you get out of life what you put into it. It's making daily deposits. Whoa. Are you making daily deposits? That's super powerful. Fred, thanks for being here. I see you guys in the live chat. Thanks for being here today. Again, if you want to gain access to our inner circle for exclusive videos, firsthand takes on a gig side hustle app, driving shifts, you'll know before anyone else, and a different inner circle insights as well to the channel, the business, etc. Consider joining as a VIP. Shout outs to all of our team and VIPs here. So the progress wins. What's one win you're going to celebrate today? We talked about powering through the naysayers and the doubters. We talked about improving 1% every day. We talked about building a roadmap for working with the end goal in mind. Where do I want to be, right? Where do I want to be in the next day? Tomorrow, right? The next day, the next quarter, the next year. Excuse me, let's grab another sip of delicious coffee. Let me know what you're drinking on right now. The progress wins. We talked about all of this. There is actually a method here. And again, I love talking to you just one-on-one, being real here. This isn't made up. This isn't fluff. I know it sounds like soft skills, and it is to a degree, but this is real hustle skills. This is what has allowed me to build a business on my own terms, working for myself, waking up whenever I want. Shout out to my sleep schedule. That's now super early in the morning. It feels great, right? But this has allowed me to build a business, a 5-figure a month business, not always, but it's hitting some good numbers here, that is following these best practices. And this isn't just me. It's not just me. I mean, you can do the same thing. These skills that have allowed me to build this business are actually learned skills from best practices and the highest achievers across a lot of different niches. Entrepreneurship, self-development. This isn't just made up. This is backed by data, and this is backed by actual doers, performers. Because I'm just going to be real with you here again. But I mean, years ago, whenever I knew I could do more, I mean, do you feel like you can do more? Let me know. Do you feel like you can do more right now? And you're like, I'm not feeling it. I remember being in the break room, the coffee, or getting a coffee, really bad office coffee, here in my customer service job, years ago, and just not feeling it. I'm like, why am I making this kind of money? It was decent money, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I knew I could do more. I knew I could double that income, or ideally triple that income that I was making. And I started to think to myself, how can I roadmap more? I want to work for myself. How can I roadmap more? So an action item for you, listen to this. This is an action item for you. After this video, if you're here, you're actually committing to doing more. Map it out. The next week, the next month, the next quarter, and the next year, and then maybe even 3 and 5 years if you'd like. That is a business plan. You got to have a business plan, a personal development plan. Because think about it, let's say what? A PDP, personal development plan, a PDP. A business that doesn't have a business plan, would you ever buy from that business? Would you go into that newly opened coffee shop and say, hey guys, like what's your business plan? How do you want to grow? And they say, I don't know, just sell a lot of coffee, man. Like, oh, cool. Well, how are you going to manage your expenses and your staff? I don't know, man. Just, try our best. You're like, what? You're like, I hope you don't go public. I'm not going to invest in your business. You don't got a plan, man. So your action item is to map out the plan after this video for where you want to go. Keep in mind the naysayers, and right here, the progress wins. Okay, I want to show you a study. I want to show you this study here. Again, actual data about motivation. This is a little bit of a parallel, but hang with me here. This was a study of 15,000 undergraduate students at a European, actually a large Dutch university. This is fresh data. This is 2020 data taken about the pandemic and motivation. Listen to this. The study abstract stated that results showed that students rated online education as less satisfactory than campus-based education and rated their own motivation as having gone down. This was reflected in lower time investments. Lectures and small group meetings were attended less frequently, and students' estimates of hours studied went down. Why am I showing you this? You're like, I'm not a college student, man. Why are you, I'm certainly not in like, a European country. Why are you showing this? It's the parallel, right? Think bigger. This is the parallel. We're all affected by motivation. And my challenge to you as we really land the plane on the video today, it's to look at things like this and acknowledge that, because this is only you. Once you and I leave this video, it's up to you. Let me say that again. Once you click away from this video, it's up to you where you go. That's massive. That's massive. What are you going to do with today, the week, the month? So the reason I'm showing you this is these students, 15,000 students studied in this study here. This is actually an academic journal. They rated that their satisfaction, their motivation went down with these pandemic. We'll just say, these pandemic restrictions, because again, this is online learning here. So I want to relate this to you. It's in now 2021, and of course 2020, there's new factors that are affecting your motivation. Number one, we need to acknowledge them and maybe even consider that as a naysayer, right? The new environment is kind of a naysayer. If you can kind of hang with me on that, right? It's saying, hey, you're not gonna achieve, man. You're not gonna achieve. You can't even go outside, right? Well, again, now things are opening up again, but I mean, you're not gonna be able to do it. You're not. Why would you be able to start the new business now in today's environment? You got to go against that. So as we land the plane, hit the like button if you're getting value in this video today. I'm going to leave you with this. If you're thinking that you're not able to buy into this, if you're thinking like, this is ridiculous, I don't even know why I'm watching this whole video. This doesn't work. It does work. And you need to fight that inner mentality of I can't do it, because you're not going to do it then. I know it sounds like, I mean, this sounds great and all, but you don't understand what I'm going through. I don't. I can only help you so much. But I hope that this does help you no matter what scenario you're in. And I get it. There's crazy challenges out there. And I don't know your specific story. But again, I will leave you with this, is I want you to have massive success this year. And being a team member here, I know it's crazy to think about, like, I don't really know if I can do this. You can do it. You can do it. Being a team member here, going against the naysayers, mapping out a roadmap for success, following best practices, following leaders, getting a mentor, finding out, okay, what are successful people doing? Start hanging out where successful people are. And celebrating, like we talked about in this video, celebrating the little daily wins. Put that together, and I'm telling you, you can get where you want to be in the next quarter, the next year, 3, 5 years, etc. But you're not going to do it without working with an end goal in mind. So consider joining if you haven't joined already. I hope this has provided value. I wanted to take a step back because, again, I felt like some of us were getting hit with motivation, with lower motivation, even myself. So I think this was very valuable to talk to you about. So if you got value in this video, definitely hit the like button. I'm also going to link a video right here and right here. You can click or tap the screen to see my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. Crush your goals, stay motivated, and I hope to help you out in future videos. And I'll see you in the next one.